To begin with, we first have our char variable, which will be set equal to our star. We have a count that will be used to keep track of incrementation. We set it equal to 0. We have our endline variable, which is equal to 10. This, in terms of ASCII, is just equal to endline. We have our size of our max, which is equal to 9. And then we have our temporary variable, which is also equal to 9. We were told in class that would be the size we would have to use. We first begin at the very front of our code. We first decrement the size of our max. So it goes to 8. We first decrement it. We move that value into v of x, and then we move our temporary variable into a different register. The size of the register doesn't really matter. We first then go into our loop function, our loop instance right here. We have this, which will print our char, which is our star right here. We increment our temporary variable. We compare that value to 8. That value, or this, would be less than our value of temp. So then we can jump into our loop. But before that, we would do the end L, and that would print our first instance. Before we do that, then we increment our count variable. So count goes from 0 to 1. And here I wrote as notes that count would be used to calculate the number of lines you want. In my instance, I want 8. Then after that, just jump to the very start, and then the process repeats. It would print the first star followed by the next star if this instance is correct. Then it will print the end L. It will increment, and then it would do the end L. It will increment, and then it will jump to the very start. And the next line, it will print a star, print another star, and then one more, do the end L, then increment, and lastly, after 8, we would have our exit function, so the program would end, and this would be your result.